As hikers and backpackers, we love talking about camping trips and backpacking trips and hiking and backpacking gear. But let's face it, not all of our camping and backpacking experiences are going to be at epic backcountry lakes that take us 2 or 3 days to hike into. Sometimes a trip like that is just not in the cards, and getting out with a group of friends and doing some car camping and just sitting around a fire enjoying their company is exactly what the soul needs. And what better way to improve an experience like that than with a heated blanket from today's video sponsor, Zonli. Now first, I would like to thank Zonli for reaching out to me and offering to sponsor this video, as well as send out this blanket for me to check out and review. Because like I said at the start, car camping is a thing, and I'm sure like myself, a lot of you guys and gals do the car camping thing as well. I don't film it and talk about it a ton, but my car camping trips are actually some of my absolute favorite camping experiences that I get to have. They're always centered around family. It's always my brothers and I gathering together and getting these family camping trips organized and set up. I love getting my son and my fiance out and just giving them these experiences. And obviously the experience is gonna get even better with the heated blanket. This is the Z-Walk USB battery operated heated blanket. That's quite the lengthy name, but that is the name that Zonli gave the blanket. In its packed up storage form, it's 12 by 6 by 9. So very, very compact, nice and easy to store away. It weighs about 2 pounds. So this isn't necessarily something that's going to be outside the realm of a backpacking application. Like a heated blanket coming in at 2 pounds, if you're getting into winter camping or some colder weather camping, this may be something for you, but we're going to talk more about that later on in the video. So on the front, you've obviously got the brand name printed here, and then you flip it over to the back. You've got a zipper on the back and the power button here. This zipper, when you open that up, exposes the included 5,000 milliamp battery bank and the extended cord. Now we'll dive into more of that later. And then to open the blanket up, you've got this zipper that runs the perimeter. And when fully opened up, it measures 50 inches by 63 inches. So it is a great size for a personal blanket. The outer is this smoother fabric. It's got a DWR finish on it, so it is water resistant. And then you flip it over to the inside and you get this really nice soft fleece. It is really, really nice up against the skin. I'm a big lover of fleece, so having fleece on the inside of the blanket is a huge bonus for me. Now this blanket does have some options for using it as more than just a standard blanket. Each corner has these little loops here, so you can use for attaching it a bunch of different ways. And along the one edge, you have these clips that are magnetized, and you clip those together, and you can wear this as a cape if you want to drape over your shoulders. Really, really nice feature to have. Why don't we go back to that zipper we talked about at the start and dive into what really sets this blanket apart. Now, when you open up the zipper, you expose the electronic components. So you will find an extended USB cord. You can use this for plugging into a wall outlet if you want to use it inside instead of using it on a battery bank. And you'll also find the included 5,000 milliamp battery bank. Awesome little feature to have. Now, this is one of my favorite things about this battery operated blanket, because while it does come with an included battery bank, if 5,000 milliamps isn't enough power for you and you have a larger battery bank of your own, you can swap that out. You can also run this off of a power station, or like I mentioned before, you can plug it into a USB wall outlet and use it inside your house. Operation is super easy once you've got a power source hooked up to it. I've got the battery bank back inside. We press and hold the power button for a couple seconds. It's going to come on. First one that's going to come on is red. That is your hottest setting. Then you have sort of an orange, and you click it again for a white. Those are your 3 heat settings, and press and hold to turn it off. With each heat setting of the blanket, the temperatures are 140 degrees, 122 degrees, and 104 degrees. With the included 5,000 milliamp battery bank, you're gonna get about 3 hours of runtime. And like I previously mentioned, if you want to extend that, you can include your own battery bank if you have one already. That covers the stats and specs of the blanket. All of the weights were very, very close on my scale. I do believe I was like a ½ ounce difference from the listed weight. And the time run on the battery bank was very close. I got 2 hours and about 52 minutes of runtime on the lowest heat setting. I haven't tested this with any of my bigger battery banks, but I'm assuming it would just be multiplied by however bigger your battery bank is compared to the included 5,000 milliamp one. Throughout the video, we've kind of touched on some of the practical uses of the blanket, and there are a ton. This is something that I'm probably going to keep in my vehicle as sort of like an emergency kit thing. Getting into winter up here in Canada, it's always a great idea to have something warm, and just having something battery powered or even USB powered that I can plug into a USB outlet in my truck and get things heated up. You know, really nice for my son when he's in the back seat, you know, if it's a cold day and I don't have enough time to warm the truck up. I can fire up the heated seat for myself, fire up the heated blanket for him, and off we go. And obviously the car camping application, that is where I'm gonna be using this blanket the most. This is going to be almost living in our trailer in the summertime. Like I said, we do a bunch of car camping trips, and this is going to be a staple for us going forward. Now, if you have any questions about the blanket that I haven't answered in this video, please drop them in the comment section down below. I would love to help you guys out. If you want a link to pick up your own heated blanket from Zonli, I will put a link in the description down below where you guys can check that out and pick one up for yourself. Thank you again to Zonli for sponsoring this video and sending this blanket in. And as always, guys, I am Maddie. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.